Welcome back, everybody. This is now episode 6 of the podcast, and we got pretty boy Alec here. B and myself, Dirtman will be coming in a little later than usual. He's doing some things at the moment, so you'll see him pop in. But we'll go ahead and get started. And as this podcast is starting, and for those who are watching, feel free to comment down below any kind of questions or anything that you would like to ask us that is airsoft related. I guess random related too, because I mean, I'm pretty much open to answer anything really, for the most part. So feel free to do that, and we will answer them in the next podcast. All right. So, do you have any topics that you thought of, Alec, or do you want me to go ahead? And start with the one that I put in here?
Go ahead and throw yours in first, because I want to see also what Coker thinks of some of my questions.
Alrighty. And also, Marv will be in here as well shortly. Alright, so for this one, we're going to talk about VIP both fields. If you played at both of them, what are your likes and dislikes? And also on top of that, what about any other fields that you have played at? What are your likes and dislikes on them? Basically, what are your opinions on them? Pros and cons.
Gotcha. Well, if we're starting with me, I would say, well, the only field I've ever been on in Arizona was VIP's Gilbert field. I'd say the pros about it are the lack of, like, wind, obviously, because it's an indoor range.
Right,
You don't have to
right.
worry
You don't have
about
to
your
worry about
BBs.
going flying off somewhere.
Yeah, that's like one of the greatest pros about it. Obviously, being in a desert, being indoors is preferably a lot better, and you can play throughout all seasons. You don't have to be sweating your ass off outside. Um, like the close quartersness can be really high intensity. It's both a pro and a con, because you can have days where the intensity is just toxicity throughout the whole day, or the intensity is actually well balanced fun where everyone's enjoying the game and whatnot. There's not a whole lot of tomfuckery happening around left and right.
Right.
One of the main cons of it is that it attracts a lot of speed softers, and I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for that, but there's a reason the speed softers get a lot of shit to begin with, and I think we all know what those are.
Yeah, a good handful, a good rarity handful are really good, but the rest of them, they just bring a bad rep.
I just run into so many of them that I don't know what it is about them. Either it feels like they don't follow the rules because they believe that they are above them, which is a really cocky way to think about it, but it's either that or they just want to be there to be a piece of shit. Because I've only seen either those two, and maybe sprinkle in a few good ones here and there, and that's like the main demographic of VIP being close quarters. You get a lot of speed softers, so.
Right. Do you have anything else that you want to add to it?
I don't know. I would say eliminate the towers and make a second floor.
I mean, yeah, but like at the same time too, I think that second floor would be a little too small, and I think it'd be a bit problematic because they would have to add in more pillars to have some sort of support there.
Well, walls can be walls.
That or they can connect, like make tunnels for blue tower to green tower and green tower to red tower, and even green tower or blue tower to red tower. Like make a overhead tunnel.
No, because you would have to
like a bridge, like a walkway bridge.
I feel like an entire second floor would be a lot better in my opinion. Only because you can actually make the walls that are already there on the first floor support walls. You don't need to make columns and stuff like that because
that or like make balconies.
Yeah, I mean, like, because
there's so much that they could do there still. Like, there's plenty.
Exactly.
There's plenty.
I know we all know that they make enough money to be able to do that kind of shit too. So the fact that they haven't yet is just, I think, laziness.
Yeah, I would have B answer the question, but she's only visited to see the field. She hasn't really got to experience the field.
Hey,
I
I
but I
offered the
mean,
time she was there. I handed her a gun. I was like, hey, you want to join them?
but I'm pretty sure she could probably put some insight on it if from just looking at it. B B.
Huh?
You.
Hey, do you have any
I,
insight of what you thought of the field so far? Like any pros and cons?
I mean, it was pretty cool. I guess I don't know. It was very tight and compact. Like it was a very small arena. I don't know if that's like normal for you guys out there, but here in California, we have some pretty big fucking fields, indoor and outdoors. I don't know.
Well, you also have to look at it in this perspective. It is a lot of building that happened on the inside to make it a lot of doors and corners. That's why it looks so small. Because
I
it's
mean,
just a
yeah,
lot of building.
overall, I would say like the whole arena itself in square footage would probably be like 7,000, 8,000 square feet.
Something like that.
The arena itself, everything
Yeah.
else would come up to like probably 10 or 13,000 square feet. So it's a decently sized
It's like an
arena for
average.
how few there are in Arizona. I would say it's on the higher end. Um,
Yeah.
but when you compare things to like the outdoor ranges, which obviously you can get away with more space and room and stuff like
Yeah,
that
the
when
only
you're designing.
downfall is out here it gets so hot.
Yep. So it's definitely a seasonal thing unless you got balls of steel. So
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about the outdoor fields out here, though, they do night games instead of throughout the day. They do them at night, where it's
yeah,
cooler. The only issue is snakes.
there's snakes on the outdoor fields that you have to be aware of.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Have you stumbled across any or
So far, no.
okay. So that's
I,
not a frequent
well,
problem.
um, so over at Gilbert, the pros and cons I can say about it is pros. I mean, yeah, it could be a fun field, but I mean, yeah, after a while, like, cause I've been doing videos there. I mean, after a while, yeah, it's repetitional stuff that people just don't want to see anymore, which is understandable. I mean, it's a small field, it's boring stuff. I mean, that's why I'm gonna add some more like outdoors and stuff, or like other fields here and there every once in a while. Kind of change it up. But the pros about it is it's a nice small field, and it's very awareness, situational awareness. Like it helps with your reflexes and your reaction time. So anybody, especially adults that are wanting to do anything of that sort, to have some sort of feel of things, and you want to work on your reaction time and stuff like that, airsoft is a good way to go. Because I'm pretty sure if you're gonna try doing with firearms first and do real steel, yeah, you can practice all you want, but it comes down to when you actually get into a situation where there is somebody that's gonna do something to you. You're gonna, like, if you haven't done anything in any sense, you're gonna hesitate. So airsoft is actually a really good learning tool to not hesitate.
I would say like if you're trying to learn guns, real steel guns ballistically, airsoft isn't for you. You should just practice on real guns to
Well, yeah,
begin with,
but
because, like
but
for instance, like the lead on a target is gonna be way different for
well,
airsoft than
yeah,
it is in real
well,
life.
yeah. I mean, yeah, but like at the same time too, if you think about it, nobody's gonna outrun a bullet.
Oh no, I get it. Like, but there's those situations where
Well, you can.
you're training yourself to be
Well,
this
you're
way
not.
specifically.
Well, you're not
Right.
really like it's not really like where you expect the BB to follow wherever. It's training you to react in time to pull out and engage what you're hitting.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's
If you're
that's
if you're
basically
there
what
to
I mean.
learn,
It's basically
yeah, yeah.
your reaction time. Like if you want something that helps with your reaction time, airsoft is a good way to go to hurry up and get out. Like with the video of Dirtman and I, when he gave me his part of his clip, and I ended up unholstering my handgun fast. Like one of my friends, she saw that because I posted it to my snap. She saw that and goes, "Holy fuck!" She was replying back to it. She goes, "Holy fuck!" I was like, "What?" She's like, "That was fast." And I was like, "What was?" She goes, "You pulling out your sidearm like that." And I was like, "Yeah, it's normal, right?" But
I mean, I
a
mean,
lot of
yeah.
the
As far as like physical training, being able to manipulate your rifle, walking in gear, clearing corners, doing all that stuff, yeah, that's like excellent and stuff like
yeah,
that.
but when it
Uh,
comes to like actually doing things like the best way I could put it for this is if you want to learn how to basically kind of train yourself to shoot at a moving target and react fast to a moving target coming at you, it is a good way to learn. It is. And then after that, you can go to a range, and then you can take that and do that there and practice on the beeps when, the beeps come on. Because as soon as those beeps come on, I bet you're going to have a lot faster reaction time than when you were just starting with only learning from the beep sound.
Well, sure, yeah. Like if you take an average Joe off the street that hasn't done airsoft or shot anything.
Exactly. That's what I mean. But I mean, others that have shot real steel and stuff, I mean, they don't have to worry about it.
Facts.
Yeah.
That or if they're like combat vets or been in comm. Motherfucker, I tried to invite you to Road Company last night. You don't love me anymore.
We're gonna run Road Company later on.
We're gonna do B and I are gonna do some Apex tonight. If you want to come join up on that. Anyways,
Sure.
I will say the cons for it is not the fact that it's a lot of doors and corners, but like you said, a lot of the SpeedQB players, the shit tier ones, not the ones that know what they're doing, but I mean the ones that want to run and gun, miss you, come back and start an argument saying they hit you.
Yeah, I've actually been noticing a lot more recently that people will be shooting really close around me. Like,
Yep.
BBs will hit the walls right next to my face and stuff like that, and I'm like, he's gonna make me want to call it or something because I know he thinks he saw the BB fall off
he's
me or
hoping it.
something.
Yeah, he's hoping somebody would be dumb enough to do it. But like the thing is, like on top of that too, SpeedQB players, a majority of them do not have trigger control. They just want to waste a lot of BBs, and they'd be like, "Oh, well, I gotta go buy an empty bag." And then when there's no more bags left, or when the airsoft arena refuses to sell them any more bags of BBs, they'll get butthurt, or they'll buy one off the shelves and then use that just to get them in trouble because they didn't get the okay. Unless, of course, there's other fields that you can use your own BBs.
I will say, which it's kind of a good thing and a bad thing again. VIP only letting you use their in-house BBs. It's kind of like a little like money grubbing in my opinion, because every other field I've seen lets you bring your own BBs and fire them all the time. Even walk-in still. Like VIP has you reserve your seat and you have to use their BBs and their BBs only.
And the cool thing about both VIP, Phoenix, and Gilbert is they give you 1,000 BBs for free.
Well, 1,000 BBs included.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yeah. Included, not free, but included.
Yeah. For me, I never burn through them in a single day. Like a single session there, I never go through like more than half of them. So it's never a problem for me. But those people like the SpeedQB softers and stuff like that, where they just mag dump constantly, or the people who sit in the range and will just sit there in full auto until their entire mag's empty. It's like, what are you doing? Like, don't you know you only have like so many of those and you have to spend
the only time
$15 for another one?
The only time I'll ever do that is when I'm done playing airsoft for the rest of the session. Like if they're doing like free for all, I'm pretty much done playing it. I'm just gonna go ahead and just do that, and I'll show it off to like kids and stuff. Because it's a little mini A10 in my hand. But and then at Phoenix, I played at Phoenix before. The pros about it, it's a nice big field and all, and it's a little bit more open. The only downfall that I don't really like about it is because it's so open, the spawn points are lopsided and weird, and the FPS there, because it's such a large indoor field, the FPS there is the recommended is a little too low versus what it normally is, because that thing will drop not even halfway from across the map.
So, like, what's the FPS limit there? Because I know
350.
VIP. Okay, so it's the same as
it's the same. It's the same. It's just because it's such a big indoor field, it has a huge fall off.
I mean, are you ever going to be in a situation where you're trying to shoot halfway across the map?
Yep.
Yeah, you run into plenty of those.
Yep. I actually, when I played there, I brought my ARP9, my AWP sniper, and my 1911 CO2 1911. I actually have a video somewhere. You'll have to like look for it on my page. But there's a video there from when I was playing there, trying to snipe across, and like I would see the BBs fly in the video when I was running my run cam. I would see it fly, and I couldn't see where the fall off was until I looked. didn't even touch the window. It hit way over here. Here's the building, and it like went here and just dropped. I'm like, why?
Maybe they should like calculate letting you use heavier BBs for indoor at lower FPS.
Something. Well, I think it's just also because it's such lightweight or such a big indoor field. It has a major fall off no matter what you're trying to do. So it's mainly like you just got to get close enough to try to do it, and then you'll be able to do whatever. The only issue too about that field is just like with Gilbert. There's a lot of mag dumpers and stuff, and there's problems that do end up happening.
Great.
And
I haven't been to the Phoenix one, but it would be cool to try it.
It's nice to try it at least once. Like one time it's all right, but I actually do plan on going back there again with my D1.
So if you had to recommend either one, which one would you prefer going to more than the other?
Well, mainly Gilbert, just because it's a lot of doors and corners, and I like doors and corners.
Yeah.
And the only reason why is because, like I said, it helps with a lot of reaction time and reflexes. Yeah,
The more
versus
corners, the better.
well, yeah, like up in Phoenix, like that field, there's not enough doors and corners. It's mainly a few buildings here and there, but then everything's fucking open, and there's people that don't want to call hits or something.
That makes me want to see how bad is it going to be using 20 grams or whatever they're called.
The 20 grams, yeah.
Yeah, at Wild West from the PKM. Ooh, have I showed you yet, Marv? Have I
Oh,
sent you
you'll
pictures?
love that thing. That thing is
Alright, I'll be
big.
right back.
I got to shoot it. It's
Oh my
accurate
God, I
too.
was
Like
saying, it is?
it's
I'm pretty sure it
accurate.
is.
Like I was shooting it at my brick wall over here, and that thing was going straight, and the spread was like maybe like this far apart after
Not
like
even-
every like 5th or 6th BB.
Yeah, exactly. Not that. Yeah.
I'm
Pretty
like,
sure it's great.
I'm like,
God, I want to shoot one of those. I
but
need to.
yeah, no, another field too is like Dreadnought. Love the field, and at Dreadnought there's no minimum engagement distance rule. Like, and they allow .2s and .25s. It's a majority, like a good 95% of it is an indoor field, and a good 5% of it has outdoor, like the spawn's outdoor. The only issue about that field though is that field, it's they have what do you call it?
I think it's massive.
Yeah, it is. Dude, the thing is
They
so sick, dude.
they have shootable they have lights you can shoot out. There we go. That was the word I was looking for. They have lights you can shoot out there. But when you're indoors there, it just, when you do that, it's hard to get footage in there. Like, it becomes really difficult. And you have to run, like, a whole night vision camera setup and stuff just to be able to get some.
Isn't that what you're doing sometime soon?
Get a night vision camera?
Yeah, isn't that? I thought you were
Eventually,
talking
yeah.
about that.
Not right now, but eventually. Just to
I guess.
kind of do, like, I mainly want to do it for when we go do Milsums, like, do Milsum events, and they have night mode.
I'm glad this came in the mail today. I'm so fucking happy.
Hell
This
yeah,
is
dude.
the Beretta. The Beretta. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Let me get it out. Look at this beauty. This is a beauty. CO2,
yeah.
you know.
That is
This is gorgeous. I
What's
can't
the
wait
mag?
to use it.
What's the mag capacity?
15, but it came with 2 extra clips, and I had ordered 2 more, so I got 4 pistol clips.
That, yeah,
Hell yeah.
it's always nice though, because like with my kit, I run 5 primary mags, and then I run 3 sidearms, 1 in the gun and 2 in the mag pouches.
Are you doing a battle belt, Marv, at all with your putting mags on the belt, or
Yes,
you
sir.
putting it all? Okay, got you.
Yes,
right
sir,
on.
on the belt.
He basically doing what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I got
but my M4 magazines is, of course, on my plate, of course.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So you're doing like a split run. So are you putting any M4 mags like him, like Leon, on your belt too, or are you just
Yeah,
going all?
of course.
Okay, got
Yeah,
you.
I have
Hell
I
yeah.
have 5 on the chest and 2 on the side on the belt.
oh man.
So,
Hell yeah. Right
Yeah.
on. Yeah, I only have the one for the PKM, which holds 5,000 rounds.
5,000?
Yeah,
Oh my
dude.
God. So
Yeah,
This thing's
that's literally, It's quite a bit of bees.
Yeah.
It's like
It's, but
5 bags if we were to get it at
Oh my god.
yeah, it's a big box mag.
yeah,
So I'm
it's,
pretty
and-
sure that can last you a whole session.
yeah, you just
Oh my
basically
gosh. Look
Yeah,
at
you
it.
basically just dump 'em in.
Yeah.
and then there's 2 trays that are angled downwards, and at the bottom, running across the bottom, there's actually a motor that you
Oh.
use to power up your your BBs being fed into your gun, which is the funniest shit I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
That's nice. That is beautiful.
Dude, I'm so excited to use it. I can't use it at VIP at all though, because it's full auto only.
Wow, yeah,
It's a good thing
wow.
we'll be able to run some outdoor games where you can use it.
That's gonna be beautiful. Can't wait for the vids on that.
Right? See me running around at Mach 10.
So I had ordered. So I took my orange chip off my M4, of course, because I wanted a suppressor on it. I just
Yeah.
took it off today. So the suppressor I got was a wrong suppressor. This is the one I got.
Okay.
This M4 it needs a flash hider, so I have to order a flash hider, and that won't get here until next week around
Well,
Thursday or Friday.
if you're running, it's an indoor field, right?
Kind of pissed off about that because I was planning on going this weekend.
You're playing at an indoor field, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
So if you're playing at an indoor field, run a tracer unit.
Once today, my audio cut out.
Oh. But yeah, no. So like Dreadnought, like it's got its pros and cons. It's another fun field.
Right. Is that the 18 plus one?
Yeah, unless it's the weekend and they allow 14 plus.
Gotcha.
Which honestly, they should probably. I mean, they have them signing waivers and stuff, so they should probably, if they make it more open like that towards people that are 14 plus a little bit more, and just have their parents kind of stay with them, because they have to have their parents stay with them.
Right.
Weird.
Makes sense.
Well, because they're kids, and if they do something to get in trouble and they get kicked out, they can't stay.
Are you talking about like the parents got to be there in the arena with them running around?
No,
or they
no,
gotta
just
okay.
in the staging area.
I got you. I'm like, that's like interesting.
Yeah,
So
and it's literally
Yeah.
just a nice like arena, to chill out. Like it's a bunch of adults that just chill and play. That's it. There's no sweating involved. Like they all just play.
Definitely got to try that out then sometime soon.
So does anybody snipe in here? I know Leon, you said you snipe, correct?
Mhm.
Of course. So when y'all snipe on outdoor fields, do
Mhm.
any of y'all wear ghillie suits?
So I was actually about to talk about the Yuma field. So let me put my pizza down.
We're professionals, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
So not a lot of people that snipe wear ghillie. That's more of like an optional clothing. But when I was at the Yuma field, there was one guy who actually had a half body ghillie type thing where it was a clip right here that you just snap on and it covers your back, and then you have the pants that you wear, and then you have your arm covers because it's like a jacket you put on, and then you just clip it and stuff, and protects your back and everything if you're prone, because when you're sniping stuff, that's what you want as much as possible, is to be prone and not in sight. So it really varies. Like with me, I actually have 2 ghillie suits, and then I have a what do you call it? I have I'm gonna be going to the surplus store that Dirtman was working at to go pick up a half body ghillie suit along with a gun wrap for my DMR. So then when we go play up north and stuff, they're gonna see my lovely skills.
Of course, yeah.
Need like a laser rangefinder.
Right.
Just to get the extra tacticalness.
Yeah, of
Like
course.
target's 15 meters, I can't hit him. He's too far. BB will fly, of course.
I'd be like, got you. Let me put this .4 in real quick. But yeah, no. When I was playing at Yuma, it was actually a very fun field. Just like with Dreadnought, they are just a bunch of people that just like to play the sport and have a good time. and since it's outdoors, it's actually really big. There's so much you could do. Like they have like lineups and stuff. So like they have, when they're doing certain modes, the wash is like no more than like maybe 30 yards away on the side from the field points, because you have like your spawn points here, because you walk in, everybody that they split, because they do team captain stuff, so they have two team captains that play the point and pick. They split them off over here, and then the wash is another like 30 yards right there, and when they're doing certain game modes, they tell you cannot go past that and use it. You can't use that wash. And then when they do other game modes, they open up the wash, so then you can go up the wash and on the hill. But it's got so many trees, got so much cover there. Like I have a video from when I played out there, and I ran my DMR out there. But yeah, you can run a ghillie out there, and then there's not really anything bad I can say about that field, because I've only played there twice. I think the only thing I can say that I could probably say bad about it is the driving distance to get there.
All the good fields are so far away, huh?
Right, like the fun ones. But I mean, I plan on going out there again here pretty soon to stay at a hotel for the night and play there. It's either that or just this upcoming new winter.
So what's the farthest driver drove to a field?
3 hours.
Oh my gosh.
That was the field I was talking about. It's 3 hours away.
Oh my lord.
That's
That is
definitely
too
a
far.
that's definitely a hotel night out there.
Yep.
Yes, it
Yep.
is.
Well, so the first time we went out there, it was Sokka, myself, Kenny, Nate's girl Dez, and Sky, and we went out there early in the morning. We left at like, we left at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Got there by like 7, 8 o'clock. We played till like noon, and let me tell you, driving back after playing and I was up all night, so coming back to all that stuff, it was dead. Like I felt dead. I was like, no, not doing that again. I was like, next time I'm getting a hotel. If anybody else is gonna go, they gotta contribute to at least either paying part of the hotel as well, or contributing to foods and drinks for everybody.
Fuck yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, that'd be a cool thing to do, to get the whole team to roll out there
Oh, yeah.
one day and just fucking.
Oh yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, we were
Like,
supposed to
it-
do it this winter, but everything happened. Like life just happened, so we were like, all right, that's gotta be on hold.
Yeah. I mean, that's all right. That's always a good thing to do first.
Yeah.
Responsibilities first, kids.
Yep. Always remember the responsibility. Okay, I can't deal with this in my fucking face, so I don't have to deal with me looking pretty dark. I need to get like a lamp or something over here so it can at least light up my face.
You
Oh,
need
Okay.
a ring light.
Podcast.
Hey, there's Anubis.
Oh my god, you're just gonna show that on the podcast?
I
Going
know.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Horrible.
The doubloons.
It cost you 40 balloons, please.
God.
Yeah. The field that you played at, Marv. Any pros or cons?
Pros and cons. Well, cons is few cons is people don't call when they get hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's a con about that. I'm pretty sure that's a con about every.
Yeah, it's
South
pretty much almost every field.
Um,
You just have to find the day. Like I said, there's a day where you'll have a good session where everybody's actually calling it and the vibes are good.
Some more cons. It was very small. That field was very small. There was not a lot of movement in that area. It's just you hit one corner, that same person is right there. Go to a different corner, you see another same person you saw around this corner. So that field was kind of small. But the pros about it, I don't know.
He's like, I got no pros right now.
I got no pros about that field. I mean, it was a good field. You know, my first actual field I went to. Had a fun time, of course. A lot of respectful people. Everything's cool about it. Really hope to visit some other fields pretty soon. See what other fields they got out there. I really want to do an outdoor field. I want to do something outdoors. That's my plan.
Yeah, I mean, outdoor fields can be a lot of fun. Like I said, like I was telling Alec, because I don't think you were here earlier for it before you joined. Outdoor fields out here, the only best time to really do them is during basically fall, winter, and spring because it's nicer out and you're not sweating because you don't have Arizona's 120-degree dry heat sun beaming down on you, and you just wish that you had seen some form of God later because you're dying from dehydration.
It'd be cool to like be able to like get your hands on like a water cooled shirt or something like undershirt, throw that on, and then your fatigue's on top, and then you'd probably be golden. But why do that when you could just wait till a good season?
Right. Yeah, like there's plenty of indoor fields. Oh, and another one that sponsors my team is APC, America Paintball Coliseum. It's both a paintball field and a airsoft field. It's indoors as well. Which, when we go to Wild West, I'm not gonna say the day or anything, at least on the podcast, because I don't want randos coming up and trying to ruin our fun. Because you get those trolls. Anyways, but APC does free HPA tank refills.
Interesting.
Yep.
That's why you're bringing your DMR. I see the game you play.
No, I just wanted to bring it because it's outdoors, and that gun's actually made for outdoors. Like,
yeah,
the Kythera mod, you have to have it at a certain PSI for the mechanism to actually fully work versus what Gilbert requires. Which I'm kind of sad that because they had a huge talk about making at least the Kythera 350, but I was hoping they'd at least make it at least a 305. Because then it's at least decent. It's not too fast and it's not too slow. Because it's only running on an air mechanism, so it's like, why? Because the other one, my Speedy Boy gun that you saw that goes Burt. He saw it in person go Burt. My Speedy Boy gun, that's a reasonable thing to only have it up to a 300 FPS limit because it's got a full auto switch. It's got the fun switch.
The fun, that's what we call it, the fun switch.
Yep. And it's run on a battery. Like, it's a small battery. It's like this big. It's a small battery. And a HPA line. So, I mean, that could be reasonable versus the mod that my DMR has where it's literally just strictly air.
Okay. So, I do have another question though. I don't know if I already asked it in the other podcast, but communication when you're with your whole team. Do y'all have like radios, or I seen this thing on the internet called Battle Link?
Yeah, the Battle Link thing. Yeah, I actually am going to be buying one of those because I watched the guys that made it. Like, it's just a whole bunch of like 3 airsoft dudes that actually made a whole intercom system link, which is pretty cool. But no, so the way my team's actually kind of got used to the way I communicate towards them, which then they also kind of like picked up on that habit as well. You can do nonverbal or you can do verbal communications. Nonverbal is just basically you're using your hands. So like if there's a target at the window, I just go eyes, window.
Okay.
Or I'll be like.
You also got to think too that BIP doesn't let radios into the game because they had someone cheat a long time ago, so now it ruins it for the rest of everyone for all time. Yeah, because apparently someone was standing outside the windows and calling people out to their buddy in the arena at the time, and that's how they got busted.
Wow.
Well, yeah, so the thing is too is like the refs known us long enough that we wouldn't do that to them.
Yeah, they do, but again, they still have to follow the rules established because that's there now. They have to do it, otherwise they're breaking them and they can get in trouble for it.
That's stupid.
I mean, they're looking out for their own butts, which you can't blame a guy for trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, and it's not like in VIP you need radio communication anyways.
No, but it's also kind of nice. Like if you were by the staging area hall.
Mhm.
Like you're going through inside the field by the staging area window. There we go. And I'm in the castle hall, and you're wondering where I'm at, and I can just communicate it to you, and we just move in a flux.
Yeah, I get there's some application for it, but for VIP, I would say it's not
It's
necessary.
just yeah. I mean,
For
in other
for
fields,
that
yeah.
outdoor range, for that outdoor range that we're gonna be going to, I would say it's probably more necessary
Mm-hmm.
because having a voice carry across windy conditions and stuff like that is definitely gonna be a pain in the ass.
It only varies on how windy it's gonna be when we go.
Dude, a couple days ago it was blasting wind, dude.
Yeah, but that was like for like a day.
I know, and that was a special occasion, the fucking storm that was rolling in. But I mean, like, exaggerating it being where we are,
Mm.
wind speeds aren't going to be
Well,
that
and
crazy high.
no, but because that field is an outdoor field, it's also out in the middle of nowhere because I drove by it before doing my route. Drove by it, and it's in an open area, like open.
There's like no blockage buildings or anything breaking up any wind travel. Oof, that's gonna be interesting. We'll have to like look at weather reports before
Like
we
they have netting
head
around
out.
the field to keep it between the difference between paintballers and airsofters. So they have the nettings up and stuff, but that's not enough
Well, yeah,
to
you don't
like
want to get hit
stop.
by a paintball if you're airsofting. Ruin your
Oh
kit
my
for the rest of the
god,
day.
that is not going to end well.
Oh,
Surprisingly,
Oh.
paint actually, surprisingly the paint, if it's still fresh, can come off your clothes just fine.
well, yeah, I bet it's water soluble to an extent because I don't think they designed it to be like staining you like a wall. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Right.
But it would still just be annoying having paint splatter all over the every nook and cranny of your Milsim kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, one of the things that sucked about Wild West too was since I've never been there before, I've no experience using their website or anything like that, and I was curious if they worked like VIP where you have to make a reservation beforehand. And I ended up navigating their website and just giving up after like an hour of exploring their pages, reading all their facts and stuff like that because it's not very new user friendly
Mm.
and they don't really explain it outright. But when I emailed them, they sent me a list of rules and stuff like that that explain that if you like, yes, it's a requirement that you have to reserve a spot, blah 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 blah, right? And
Right.
then
I mean, you
after
can
all the
call them
rules
and
that
ask them.
after all the rules, check this out. There was a footnote that said if you're bringing your own stuff, you don't need to make a reservation.
Yeah, I saw that. So yeah, if we're bringing our own
It,
stuff, we don't have to. We don't have to make a reservation.
it's weird though, because in their first rule, they say it's a requirement that you have to make a reservation, and then they say if you bring your own stuff at the very end, you don't have to reserve a spot. And it's like, can you just say that at the beginning so the people that have that equipment already can just ignore the rest of this bullshit? Or just at your front page or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
They should have been like, for those who have your own equipment, no need to make reservations. Those who are gonna be borrowing equipment, make reservation, because then it would
yep,
make sense, you know.
exactly. And that way it's communicated quick and easy that, oh, hey, I don't need to sit on this website for an hour straight, ripping my fucking hair out.
Yeah, I
I can
think I
just go
seen
straight to
that,
the.
and then I didn't. I didn't click for me.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think I seen that, and then like now you're talking about it, like now I realize, yeah, I seen that, and it didn't click for me for some fucking reason.
One thing I want to, the one thing I'm dreading is actually going out there with all of our stuff, and then they're like, oh, yeah, you should have made a reservation. And
Oh
it's like,
yeah, I would have been like, I
oh,
would have pulled up their website and been like,
and would have been like, what's this?
yeah,
What is
tell me
this?
what this is. Why aren't you updating this? This could be a lawsuit against you guys.
I don't know if it would be a lawsuit
No,
because no damages were done.
no, but it's false advertisement.
It is.
Um, I have I have a question written down already, but I was
Yep.
gonna wait till Coker showed up, but I think he's drunk and passed out right now.
Is he
Um,
drinking? No, I thought he was at home from work.
no, no, he's drunk and passed out. That's the new Coker. What a
I
drinker that guy. Um,
was just
I was
saying he
gonna
doesn't
say
drink.
no, no, he's a good boy. Uh, I was gonna ask, like, which brands, if any, do you feel that are underrated or have stigmas around them that give them a bad rap?
Oh, I can answer that one
Yeah.
easy.
Shoot.
Lancer Tactical and Valken.
Yeah, are they underrated or is it like
They're
they have a stigma?
shit.
Really?
Their stuff breaks within a week of using it. Like if you were to use
Really?
it, yeah, if you were to use it every day, like let's compare Valken to G&G. Same with Lancer Tactical. Let's compare them to G&G. G&G can last me all week and no issue. If I use the same kind of gun base and everything, like say an ARP9, and all three of them, I'm using all three differences of those ARP9. When it comes to Valken and it comes to Lancer, that stuff will die within 2-3 days. Not to mention you will start to have issues. Not to mention you won't even be able to run the same brand mags as G&G can run, because G&G can run in almost every brand mag. Keyword almost.
Yeah.
But they're so bad. Like I wish they had worked on it, like would work on them a little better to make them a little different, to make it more, what do you call it, not breakable. Like don't rush your people or the manufacturing process. Like don't rush it. Make sure everything is good to go and it works.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I thinking about it now. Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of Lancer tactical airsoft users running around.
Yeah.
You never hear anyone say Lancer tactical with a good vibe behind it.
Yeah. Like G&G is a good one. KWA, depending on what you're going for. Now, if you really want a really good, expensive airsoft gun, and I'm talking about like it's gonna burn a hole in your pocket like over $1,000.
Yes.
Umbrella Armory Airsoft.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of them.
Umbrella Armory Airsoft.
I know that there's the other expensive brand Tokyo or whatever
Tokyo Marie.
Yeah, Tokyo
Yeah.
Marie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear that they're pretty expensive, but I hear
Depends. They have good pistols, but when it comes to like rifle usage or SMG usage, it's garbage.
really okay. Do they still charge you the same that they would for like their quality pistols?
Um, that I don't remember. You'll have to look and see.
I got you.
But I do know that it can also be a pretty penny depending on what it is. Like I've actually wanted to get the suppressed pistol, the one that you can pull the hammer back and shoot, or you can just squeeze the trigger and it shoots,
Right on.
and it doesn't like recoil back.
I think doesn't
Kicking Mustang uses it.
yeah, that's what I was about to bring up,
Yeah,
the USP
kicking.
45 or whatever it was.
Yeah, Kicking Mustang uses it.
Yeah, the thing's like a silent beast.
Yeah, it would run good with my DMR setup.
Yeah, you would just need a full ghillie suit to be able to get that close to use it.
Right? Or wait for them to like casually go by me.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying is you need like a full ghillie suit to
Well,
be able to.
I think what I'm gonna do, eventually when I get the funds for it, is buy one of Kicking Mustang's ghillie suits.
Okay, right on.
Like actually buy one of them. I'm gonna get ones that it's like a mix of, like the one he has where the top of his head has like living trees, but the rest of his is like a mix of dead and living leaves.
Okay, I can kind of see that working out. You'd have to like, I mean, if you're gonna take it on special occasions to other fields like up north or
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah.
else,
Oh yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Because I was like,
that's gonna be a definite work.
down here in the valley, you just need like a bunch of shrubs shoved into your ghillie suit, and then you're good.
No, honestly.
I mean, it's
How about
either
you,
that or
Marv?
just-
How about- you
Go
said
ahead.
what?
Um,
What was up? Yeah. Go ahead.
professionals. I was gonna say like, how about you? You got any like brands or anything like that that you believe have like stigmatisms around them or anything?
Not yet. I'm still getting into knowing the difference of each gun and different brands and stuff. So once I get into that and learn more about it, then
I got
yes.
you right on.
Yep.
I wonder what Coker would say. he wasn't neck deep in booze right now.
It's a Friday, right? Yes, it is.
He's gonna love editing this one, huh?
Mhm. I'm
Love
sure
you,
he's gonna
Coker.
watch it on his downtime.
Um, so when it comes to like future guns and kit setups and stuff like that, I know this is kind of like a same-ishy question we've done before, but I'm gonna veer it into a different category. When it comes to like future weapon systems and stuff like that, is there any like category of weapon you're keeping your eye out on that you want to maybe dabble in it in the future?
I definitely would like a gas blowback AR because right now I have an electric AR, of course, but I would love a gas blowback. These gas blowbacks are expensive. Like I said to y'all, it's pretty expensive. So
Yeah.
really, it doesn't matter to me what gun I have until I actually get the feel of it. But as of right now, I'm aiming for just to get a gas blowback AR.
Right on.
So
I know, Leon, you have almost every category of firearm in your airsoft because you got the double barrel shotgun, you got your DMR, you got an AR platform. Is there any like unique, or is there like you're looking for a light machine gun in the future or anything like that, or is
Oh
it just
God.
not your interest?
Right now, I'm actually pretty happy with what I got. However, when it comes to B, because she's gonna be getting into the sport here pretty soon, she wants me
Yeah.
to build her first airsoft gun,
Okay.
and she wants it to be HPA tab so she can use it outdoors. Like she can use hers for when we do outdoor fields, but then she can use my Speedy Boy one for when we do indoor fields.
Okay,
Because
right on.
I'm fine with using my gas blowback,
Right
which
on.
I can actually take off my suppressor and muzzle off my gas blowback and actually put on my um, Spitfire tracer unit.
Yeah.
Because I forgot I had that,
I'm excited.
and I can actually what do you call it? I can put it to where brain go Bert. So I could put it to where the muzzle flash goes, and since it's gas blowback, and if the gas goes to leave out both ends, that's gonna scare some people.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I should also try to run my run cam on my gas blowback.
It'd definitely be a very shaky footage. You should like make like a like weld a little piece onto your bolt so you can mount your camera to that, so it's always sliding back and
Yeah,
forth
it
at your
just goes.
face.
Actually, some company made a camera BBs.
Camera
Mm.
BB?
Yeah, like it's half BB, half camera. Like it's
What?
yeah, like
They
it's a
put-
hard shell, normal BB with a built-in little tiny camera in it,
I
and
saw
you
people really
can
say.
and you can use that footage for when you shoot it, and you can use that footage and put it in slow mo to watch it spin around and hit their target.
That's a little wild. I
That's
bet
pretty
those
cool.
BBs are expensive as shit
They
though.
gotta be.
Probably, but it's
Like a
well worth
hundred
to
dollar
try
per
it.
BB.
Okay, so how would you get the footage?
I think it's all like you download an app or something, and it all downloads in there. So like once it shoots out, it activates it, getting that
Mm.
footage in.
You would hope it would
Something.
activate. Something about it was $100 per trigger pull. Oh,
Yes.
oh, that would suck.
That's gonna be a lot of videos.
Right? I want to see like a bigger YouTuber like either kicking or something like demonstrated or something. That'd be
I'm sure there's a
interesting.
video. I can probably find one later,
Yeah.
and send it in because I think I came across a YouTube Shorts, or I came across a TikTok video of somebody using it, and you literally saw it spin around, and they put it in slow mo so you can see the spin and how it was spinning.
That's pretty wicked.
Now I will say this: when it comes to airsoft guns and the amount of range that you have to deal with, people don't forget to adjust your hop up. Your hop up is primarily important for everything and anything.
What's a hop up?
A hop up is what helps spin your BB a certain way, whether it goes up, down, side to side. Kind of like six.
Jesus.
I said the number 6. Calm down.
I wanna find the hop up on my PKM because I haven't found it yet. I've been
I
looking for it.
bet you it's like my gas blowback rifle where it's on the inside.
Well, because the way I access this thing's got to
YouTube
be
it.
closed loop.
YouTube it.
Yeah, I don't know. I've YouTubed the gun before and I haven't seen anything. I've only seen 2 videos of the PCAM, and one of them was not an A&E. So, I mean, looking at it, maybe the hop up is like this little bolt I can see right down into the front where the breech is.
Probably.
But other than that, like, I don't see anything indicating like elsewhere where it could be, unless if like there's a notch up here that has like 3 setting things on it that I can click into place. I asked if they did anything at VIP when they were messing with it, and they said no. So I don't know if it's just there for the coolness factor, but it would have been nice if they actually did something with it.
I'm pretty sure I'll find something. I'll look at the specs and see where other people say it's at.
Right on. There we go.
But yeah, hop up is definitely important. Aside from like the BBs being issued at a certain range, because you kind of lose that accuracy and whatnot. But hop up is definitely important. It is one of those ones that is a must use to adjust whether you're playing indoors and you need a quick adjustment, or it's outdoors. And you're depending on your range of what you're trying to shoot at or what your goal is to go for. It is very important to do that hop up.
Right on.
And before, like, what I do is, before I went to go use my DMR for an outdoor field and stuff, when I first got my mod put in, I actually adjusted the hop up. And then after I adjusted the hop up to where I needed it, where it was shot as straight as possible and then dropped, I then adjusted my DMR scope.
So, I know it's not like zeroing a regular rifle. So when you're zeroing, what's the average range and engagement distance that you want to set yourself?
I'm going, for me, I'm going for about a good 25 yards to 50.
Okay.
Because it can shoot pretty far. So I would say a good between 20 to 50 yards is where I zeroed in between somewhere.
What was that, radio?
Did you guys see my question?
Hold on.
Oh no, I'm asking, what's like the best place to buy attachments for like your airsoft guns, like optics and
so
online?
Don't say
the
Amazon.
best, no. I mean, you can get that. You can get it from there too, because like my hybrid sight I got from Amazon because I had to take off the $600 EOTech that was originally on it.
Okay.
So, it really varies what kind of attachments you're looking for. If you're gonna take some real still ones and put it on a fake gun, or if you're gonna use fake ones just to kind of make it look cool. Pretty much all it is. And you can get it online, or you can go, and if you want something that's just for a replica for airsoft, then just go to the airsoft shop. But if you want something that will last you a while and you don't want a screen protector in front of it, then do what I did. Get one of those sights off of Amazon. I've had that glass shot I don't know how many times, and it's fine. No broken glass.
Right on.
It's thick glass. That's one thing I like about EOTech. Even when EOTech makes replica ones, it still has the real solid glass in there.
Isn't EOTech double layered too?
Yeah,
So they have
and
two
on top of that too, here's a fun fact about EOTech.
Okay.
If your EOTech breaks, guess what? You already have a lifetime warranty with them, so you can send it back to EOTech, and they'll send you a new one for free.
Nice.
That's a good deal. I know there's a lot of people who talk shit about EOTech. I don't know why, but I've never had any like issues with their
I haven't
reflex
had
optics.
issues with any of my EOTech sights.
Yeah, I don't know what this. It's like one of those stigmatism things where it's like, oh, people just hate it because other people hate it. You know what I mean?
Right, because they haven't really done it themselves or look at the research of things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Plus, on top of that, I like the little night vision feature that it gives, anyways, because if we play it in night mode and stuff, and I run the night vision recording camera, and I go to aim in my sight when I see somebody, not only are you going to see what I see in the dark, but also when I aim down sight with that monocle sight, you're also going to see the crosshair because it has the night vision mode. So there's a red dot in it, but then if I hit the night vision mode, it's green, and you can see that.
Right on. Let me go put this back away real quick. It's sitting on my lap.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So how with putting attachments on your gun, like for example, flashlight, where do you connect it to actually like make it work?
So, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Hold on. Where is it? Right there. Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself real quick. Hey, Justin. Can you hand me my gas blowback MK2? But be very careful.
Give me 1 second.
I forgot the
Here, just do it.
what's that
Run.
song? The theme song.
Just run.
Hi.
You just had me
Okay.
think of it.
Or what?
Do 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 do.
Oh,
do.
Jeopardy.
Oh,
You're thinking of Jeopardy.
Yeah.
So I'm having my brother grab my gun so I can show you, because I got this light off of Amazon as well, and it comes with an attachment thing for it.
Okay.
So this light was, I think, $150 when I got it. I don't know if they raised or lowered the price. Yeah. And so it comes with a rail plate that you put it on, and you can adjust it. You can adjust it to where you need it. So like, oh my god. All right, I have to turn off my blur. My couch in the back is a little messy because I got home and decided to go ahead and yeah. So anyways, you can't really see shit. You need my little flashlight. All right, so goddamn. So my old light sits right here. Bitch, that's so much to do. All right, so my old light sits right here, but this is an attachment piece. So you have one for the side, but you also have one for up top, depending on where you want to place it. I also have the PEC box here because I just like the way it sits. Also, placement of attachments too is like you want it for comfortability. So like my foregrip sits a little lower than others that have it here or way back here, and some people will hold it like this. Like, yeah, okay, that's cool that you want to hold it like that, but I'm gonna hold it like this because I have more control that way, and I have access to my thumb press pad. And this also comes with a thumb press pad too, and it also comes with a charger.
Okay, I always wondered what does that do, that thumb press pad?
So it just turns on the light. Like, here, I'll show you. Let me put this back on it. Oh, and it locks it in place too, so if I drop it, it's fine. I unlock it, I can take it off. I can also use it for personal uses.
That's cool.
So the little
Radio
slide
knows
plate.
about
So this placement that I was showing you for it, you can place it anywhere that you're comfortable with needing it, and then you can adjust where you want your press pad to be, and make it accessible as possible. And this is a 2K lumen light, by the way.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah, like
I've had my fair share of run-ins with that thing.
yeah, like hold on, Alexa, turn off living room. Can you get the kitchen lights for me? This is what I mean.
Dude, oh my gosh. That's
Yeah.
a whole light right there.
That's
a whole
literally
light.
a
Players
whole
that
light.
Dreadnought hate him because of these simple facts.
Right? No, Dreadnought doesn't actually hate me. Actually, the guys there, they love me. You gotta turn it back on.
Right on.
Alexa, turn on living room light.
Okay.
But what's nice is, like, I also got this EOTech. It's a hybrid sight, so it's literally a two-piece.
Okay.
And if I wanted to, I could always swap this out with a monocle night vision one. And it's a 2x magnifier. And this is the sight that has its little fun. And it racks back like a real one.
Okay. Like that.
Got the bolt release and everything.
Yep. Like, here, what's funny is, like, if it runs out of ammo, it stops itself by putting itself in place, like this, like a real one, does it in
Mhm.
place like this, and then you have to hit the mag release button to let it
Push.
chamber,
Yep. I
which
like
is
that.
nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, and a lot of gas blowbacks have that feature. That's what I like about gas blowbacks is it has that feature. And it's
'Cause
funny
that-
because I
That's
get
not
people
mine.
that'll hold this and complain about how heavy this is.
Yeah, right.
And it's just like it's not that
Weekends,
heavy.
it's
Like
over.
it's movable. It's not heavy. Here,
Like,
you put it back for me.
this is a gas blower right here, but this is a BB gun. I can't, of course, shoot this at people. You'll get severely damaged. But I was wondering why this always opens, and I'm like, like, what's that used for? But yeah.
Yeah, no,
Can-
that's used
yeah.
for letting the air out and stuff, like a real gun.
Dust cover and stuff. If you use it to cover up the inside of your gun, so
So
when you're transporting
guys,
it.
y'all use this. Don't shoot this at people. Use cans. Shoot this at cans and trees. And whatnot.
Shoot it at varmints, eat them later.
Hey, do what you want, man. Just don't get in trouble.
Dude, I went down the YouTube rabbit hole like a month or two ago,
Oh boy.
and I don't know how I ended up in this, but I woke up with my phone playing a video next to my head where it's like this dude with like a thermal camera or
The
whatever.
giant horse cock weighs in about 11 pounds.
Jesus Christ. You can split a watermelon in half with one throat now.
How would you know this?
Oh.
Have you went and tested it yourself?
But no, like it was like this dude who had like a thermal night camera on top of like this air rifle, and he was just shooting rodents all throughout the night. Like you would see like their eyes glinting in the scope and everything, and you would just shoot them, and then the rat that he fired would immediately flip up onto its back and just start like spasming and stuff, and
Yep.
obviously die because he's trying to kill them because they're
Yeah.
pests. And it's like,
Yeah.
dude, imagine having that job. You show up to like a farm or something like that, and you're like, yeah, I'm here to kill all your rats. Pull this fucking giant air rifle out and just camp out the whole night. Like that'd be a cool job, but man, like the fact that they went as far as to add thermal scopes to these air rifles, so
I
they
mean, what's
shoot at
nice is
night.
it's just for them to see it. That's the beauty of it. Like it
It's
makes it
funny.
easier because like they're not using a flashlight and trying to look around and stuff. Because if you use any kind of source of light, they're gonna go hide themselves back in, and then you're never
Right.
gonna get rid of the problem.
I know, it's thinking about like the small mundane and the ideas that we have to work around them and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, this is just an air rifle I use to shoot rats and stuff. Oh yeah, it's got a T2 thermal optic on it and stuff. Like, oh what? Yeah,
Oh,
the
man.
scope's more expensive than the gun.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to say that concludes for today's podcast. We hit that lovely time limit, and if we have any more topics we're gonna bring up, we can obviously we have now a server with a thing in it, so we can bring that in. And again, for anybody that's watched this all the way through, one, thanks for tuning in. Two, feel free, like I said, to ask anything airsoft related or anything random about or whatever for any of us that you feel enough for us to answer for you, or if we're comfortable enough to answer it for you. Other than that, thanks for stopping by, watching, and hearing our bullshit. Alright. Bye bye.
Guys.
Shalom, Al Akbar.